everyone, and welcome back to Founders Week. If you're new here, my name is 𝐅𝐸𝐴 Monique Sims, the founder and CEO of 𝐸𝐨𝐿 Dance. And y'all, this Thursday, June 18th, 2026, 𝐸𝐨𝐿 Dance Company, my baby, my gem, she celebrates her 1-year anniversary in the business. Yes, 1 year, okay? Always taking you on the journey behind the woman, the vision, and the movement. So yesterday we highlighted my mantra, which focused on my life. We talked about me growing up in Rockford, Illinois, moving away to pursue my dreams, attending 𝐷𝐿 University, and an entrepreneurship class planted the very first seed for what would eventually become 𝐸𝐿 Dance Company. But today we're talking about my power. And for me, my power started with sisterhood, alignment, and one example was that people really don't understand why I don't think anybody knows. I was the very first generation college student in my family to ever move completely out of state and go to a university and an HBCU at that. And then also, I am the first grandchild. I'm the first at everything. I am something a cancer would say. I'm the first at everything, but I am the first grandchild. I am the big sister. I am a big cousin. So, I mean, I refuse to play small, especially coming from my background, coming from where I was raised. There was really nothing that was there for me when it came to my niche. And yeah, I had to get out of there. I had to make a move. And when I tell you it's the most beautiful, life-changing thing that ever happened to me was literally when I stepped onto 𝐷𝐿 University campus. Like, that was the moment when it was my time to shine. The whole feeling when I got there was, immaculate. I had no idea how much my life was about to change. I thought I was going there. Actually, I knew what I was going there for. I knew I wanted to start my dance studio. I knew I wanted to be a dancer. I knew I wanted to be in a professional world, right? I knew I wanted to choreograph because that's what I started off doing as a praise dancer. I was choreographing. But I didn't know that I was going to discover who I truly was as a woman and grow as a woman at my alma mater. So 𝐷𝐿 University became so much more than a school. It really did. It became home. It became family. It became the place where I learned how powerful women can be when they support one another. One of the first communities that embraced me was the Onyx dance team. I danced as part of the basketball dance team, and for the first time, I was a cheerleader as well, so I came from that background of sisterhood. That's where I started. And then adventuring on to that womanhood and that sisterhood where they shared the same passion, discipline, and love for movement that I did. That experience was truly transformed me. And then I joined my Stro team, which was at Holmes Hall. Shout out to the Diamonds. It's me. Every hall had their own Stro team, and it was so amazing. The relationships that I built there that continued long after graduation. I still talk to my sisters. I still look out for them, still see what they're doing, even though we don't speak all the time. But that power of just being around so many women that teaches you about life. I will never forget the day when we were in practice, y'all, and they was like, okay, y'all, we was doing a sexy Stro, y'all, okay? And what did they said? Okay, y'all, dance sexy. They just freestyle, dance sexy. And all the women started vibrating and stuff, just start doing some crazy stuff. We all got on the floor. It was crazy. We started twerking. It was crazy stuff. We was doing some stuff we was not supposed to be doing, especially at that age, at 19, 18-ish. They stopped us mid-dance. Stop. Cut the music. Cut. Everybody stop. Pause. Everybody get in a circle. We're going to do a circle, and we're going to all sit here, and we're going to talk about sexy and what sex appeal is. That's where I learned how to be sexy. So when people be like, oh, it's a how you move. No. It's being sexy is definitely not how you move. It's a mindset thing. It's a paradigm thing. It's how you transform your body, how you feel about yourself. Do you feel sexy? But that's a whole nother topic, y'all. But when I tell you that was the most amazing lesson that I got from that sisterhood, that bond that we had. And then not to mention all of the connections that I got to explore when I got to cross-register over to Spelman College. I was all around the Atlanta University. I had classes at Morehouse, I had classes at Spelman, it was a lot, and Clark Atlanta University. But that was the best part of both worlds. I got all worlds. And being in that field where I got to be with T. Lang, I got to pick her brain on a few different things, gems on how to start this life and build and financially be very wealthy when it comes to being a professional dancer and a choreographer and all of that good stuff, a creative director. And then also learning from one of the most amazing ballet and contemporary dancers, Christina Sewell, where she basically mentored me and she was one of my professors. And I got to sit with Dr. Dennis Kimbrough and Dr. Daniel Black. I mean, I was absorbing raw wisdom, culture, and absolute excellence from both of their classes. And all of their classes was like a masterclass in identity. They weren't just teaching curriculum. They were filling our spirits and teaching us how to move through life, through dance, utilizing dance for me and gems and my paradigm, changing my shift in myself. With all that power flowing through me, another opportunity found me. I met Marquise Shelby, who was the founder of Evolution Dance Theater. That is my boo. This was completely different because it was definitely a different world. Under his leadership, I was introduced to theater, to storytelling. I performed and on a whole new level of artistry. It stretched me, it challenged me, and pushed me a lot beyond what I thought I was capable of. And it was there that I choreographed my very first piece. Not alone, of course, but alongside my sister Jasmine, who assisted me, who I love dearly, and I met through the organization and built a beautiful lifelong relationship with. We weren't just creating choreography. We were creating memories, building trust, and learning how to bring a vision to life. To this day, that bond remains unbroken. And looking back, I realize every season of my life was preparing me for entrepreneurship. The dance teams taught me teamwork. The Stro team taught me sisterhood. The theater world taught me creativity. The choreography taught me leadership. And my professors definitely taught me business and legacy. And then graduation came, of course, and life shifted again, like many college graduates. I entered corporate America. Boo, I know. I was ambitious, hungry, I wanted it. I wanted it all. I wanted to prove to myself that what I was capable of. That journey led me to Amazon. And Amazon taught me a lot, okay? Let me tell you something. Amazon taught me some of the greatest operational and leadership lessons of my career. I learned strategy, system building, and how to execute at a high level under intense pressure, because I was literally willing to learn and willing to grow. Opportunities came quickly. Real quick. Like in less than a year, I was promoted to an area manager, L5. Like I was in it. I was the highest tier for that position. It was really fun. I had a huge team, 1,500 associates. I literally managed driving operations, performance, making decisions that impacted literally hundreds and thousands of people, safety. From the outside looking in, like it looked like I had made it. It really did. I had the title, the responsibility, and the career success. But here's what nobody saw though. Every day I was given 110% of my energy to build an incredible organization. But it wasn't my dream. Corporate America gave me invaluable tools. It taught me to think like an executive. But eventually, I found myself asking a difficult question. And that was, what would happen if I gave this same level of commitment to myself? Like, what would happen if I stopped building everyone else's ladder and started building mine? That question changed everything, because that's when I realized what power really is. Power isn't a corporate title. Power isn't a promotion or a position. Power is having the courage to believe that your vision deserves a chance. Power is trusting yourself enough to pursue what you've been called to do. And power is recognizing that your purpose is just as valuable as your paycheck. And that realization became the beginning of a new chapter. One that would eventually lead to 𝐸 Dance Company. But before there could be a company, there had to be a decision. So a big one, a real big one, a scary one, a life-changing one, okay? And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about tomorrow for day 3. My decisions, the day I stopped climbing someone else's ladder and started building my own. The risks, the sacrifices, the garage, the vision, and the official birth of my baby, 𝐸. And thank you for celebrating Founders Week with me. Thank you for all my supporters, and happy anniversary week to 𝐸. To us, we love y'all. I love y'all, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 3. And my name is 𝐷'Bria Shante Monique Sims, and this has been my power.